Today, I'll start the video by asking you two questions. The first one is, do you know how Formula One car racing gets its name? Formula stands for the sets of regulations and rules that cars must comply with to be categorized in their respective classes, engine capacity for instance. And the term one represents the fact that this is the top tier racing category, and the FIA's governing body comprising the fastest and most technologically advanced form of race cars. And my next question is, are you familiar with the name Lewis Hamilton? If yes, then it's a well and good and definitely you are fascinated with cars and Formula One racing, and if not, then directly head on to the video. Hello viewers, welcome back to Luxury Magazine. Successful forums turned their founders into the richest people in the world, and that's the motive of today's video. We are going to dig some data and find out about the life of millionaire Lewis Hamilton. Have you ever heard about Lewis Hamilton and his earnings, his property, and his lifestyle? Let's break this down. This is kind of important in terms of how one spends their money. So, Hamilton gets a several $million private jet. Then he gets an actually fairly tiny mansion in London that is only a couple of $1 million more than the jet. I'm not sure how that makes much sense. Just hop on someone else's plane to get where you want to go and spend some more money on sexy cars and women. I think that makes more sense. But when you're worth over $130 million, I guess it doesn't really matter much to you how you blow your money. I'm sure there are many of you who wish you had so much money that you could just buy a jet, a bunch of homes, a bunch of cars, and a bunch of women. Well, keep dreaming or start driving. Lewis Hamilton is one of the most successful Formula One drivers of all time. Hamilton has won the F1 Drivers' World Championship 5 times, the most poles in F1 history, and is also the second highest Grand Prix winner with 75 wins to date. The net worth of Lewis Hamilton is estimated to be worth $285 million. That's too magnanimous. Lewis Hamilton signed a 3-year deal with the Mercedes F1 team in 2015 worth $31 million a year in guaranteed salary and up to $10 million in bonuses, estimated a total of $120 million. This makes the 37-year-old driver the highest paid driver in F1 currently, with a salary of $42 million as of 2018. Hamilton has signed a contract extension with Mercedes until 2020 for a whopping £40 million per year. Hamilton is the highest paid British athlete in the world, who also topped the list for richest F1 driver in Forbes 2018. In 2019, Lewis Hamilton is the highest paid driver with a salary of €50 million. He earns a lot of money from his sponsorship. He had been sponsored by the most famous brands on this planet and got an enormous amount of wealth. In March 2018, Lewis Hamilton signed a multi-year partnership with fashion brand Tommy Hilfiger, which saw the Brit become a global ambassador of the brand. Hamilton signed on as Monster Energy's brand ambassador in March 2017. Hamilton has been a member of the global sports company Puma since 2013 and expanded that partnership in 2017 when he became the ambassador for performance. Apart from endorsing the brand through various campaigns, Hamilton has even launched his own Puma Lewis Hamilton collection. Hamilton's racewear, technical clothing, and footwear from 2012 have been supplied by Puma, and in 2020, to celebrate their 7th anniversary and Hamilton's record equaling 7th world title, Puma launched a unique collection in his honor. Entering Hamilton's home, the first thing you get to see is his garage, and a '66 Shelby Cobra in his garage. Engineered by Carroll Shelby, the famed American automobile designer, Hamilton's 427 Cobra has a new chassis, bigger hips, coil spring suspension and fenders, and an apocalyptic 7.0-liter Ford FE block pushing out over 419 horsepower. After discovering this version of the Shelby Cobra, Hamilton contacted Carroll Shelby to check the car out. Interestingly, the price of the 427 quadrupled after the death of Carroll Shelby. Today, Hamilton's 427 is worth a fortune. It covers 0 to 100 speed within 4 seconds. A similar model to Lewis Hamilton's was listed at auction not long ago and is expected to sell for around 1.2 to 1.6 million pounds. So maybe pretty close to $2 million. And this isn't even the most expensive car that he owns, which is just crazy. He's a lucky man, that's for sure. Here, I have talked about only one car. Well, let me share his other cars and bike collection. MV Augusta Dragster F4 LH44. It's a custom bike named after Lewis Hamilton. The F4 series is powered by a 998cc 4-cylinder 4-stroke engine that comes mated to a 6-speed transmission system. The powerful mill churns out a peak power of 195 horsepower at 13,400 RPM with a maximum torque of 1,108 at 9,600 RPM. The engine is handled intelligently by an advanced integration ignition injection system. The bikes can hit top speeds of over 290 kilometers an hour. Pagani Zonda 760LH. Ah, yes, the Pagani Zonda. You know, I like Pagani, and I know the reason for the spoiler is to help with stability and the downforce on the car when driving at speed. But I think there's a better reason why they call it a spoiler, because it kind of makes the car a little ugly. That being said, I would not say that to Hamilton, because I wouldn't want him to think he paid $3 million just to get a kind of strange and partially ugly supercar. And who am I to criticize what people do with their many millions when I don't even have $1 million to spend out there on the car market? The Maybach S600. This Maybach S600 variant comes with an engine putting out 523 horsepower at 4,900 RPM and 830 Newton meters at 1,900 RPM of max power and max torque respectively. Oh, those are some cool specs for a luxury car like this. Another damned expensive car, the McLaren P1 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500 replica. This is a beautiful car, and so many more. Hamilton was the owner of a Bombardier Challenger 605 private jet. The registration number was GLDCH, which stands for Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton. Formerly, the jet is registered to TAG Aviation, UK, part of Mansour Auger's TAG Group. The jet was sold to Niki Lauda's Laudamotion Executive Company, and it now flies with the registration OEIXI. Before he set off in pursuit of the 2021 title, having overtaken Michael Schumacher's record of 91 career race wins last year, he had at least a choice of 4 luxury homes to self-isolate in, from a $32 million penthouse in New York to an $18 million London mansion and a Monte Carlo retreat. The 37-year-old racer knows how to live a life of luxury. Lewis has an affinity for America, especially the East Coast, where he has owned 2 properties in the Big Apple. In 2019, he splashed £32 million on a Manhattan penthouse and a condo project part owned by NFL great Tom Brady and his model wife, Gisele Bundchen. His 6,547 square foot home included a huge outdoor area and has views of the Hudson River, as well as a swimming pool, fitness center, squash court, library, and wine cellar. Neighbors include Oscar-winning actress Jennifer Lawrence and Austin Powers star Mike Myers. Around the same time, he listed his 3-floor, 8,900 square foot penthouse that had its own swimming pool. Hamilton paid £34 million for the 5-bedroom, 6-bathroom apartment in Tribeca in 2017, but incredibly never lived in it. It's not known if he ever did sell it. He's also a food lover. His favorite fruit is watermelon, and he loves to eat Nutella chocolates and candies. He also likes pancakes with bacon fried chicken. If you notice, then you know that he likes to wear white clothes, especially shirts generally. F1 racing is a game that needs attentive and quick decision making. Hence, his favorite game is chess. He also plays Call of Duty. Hamilton is famous for his girlfriends. Let's check his taste in women. Lewis Hamilton is presently dating a Russian model, Victoria Odentkova. His new girlfriend revealed that initially, he was the one who approached her. They started with courtship, and later their relationship turned platonic. Previously, he was in a relationship with Winnie Harlow in 2017. And there are some more girls on that list who are in relationships with Hamilton. Sophia Richie in 2017, Gigi Hadid in 2015, Nicole Scherzinger from 2008 to 2015, Vivian Burkhardt in 2008, Sarah Ogier in 2007, Lada Nakaya in 2006, Jodia in 2003, and Danielle Lloyd in 2002. Lewis has had encounters with Justine Skye in 2017, Rita Ora from 2016 to 2017, Rihanna in 2015, and Simre Miel. I think we've covered Hamilton's lifestyle in depth, hence for not making the video too long. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. And that's it for this video. Don't forget to leave this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more info. And as soon as you get that done for me, I will take care of your knowledge and learning experience. So we both win.